morning, I'm Raiza, and I'll give this express overview presentation about the value chain in Alto-Molise. So to illustrate, I will quickly cover the main points of this presentation since we're located to the next steps. So let's start from where we're located. We are in South Italy, in Molise, is the second smallest region in the country, and you're more precisely in Alto-Molise. And our mountain reference landscape, the MLR, in Alto-Molise involve 5 municipalities where the research is being conducted. And the Apennines, they are part of the natural landscape, and there are several natural areas with rich biodiversity, including some UNESCO spots. So this area is characterized by extensive pastures and wooded lands that are connected to livestock farming, like cheese and meat, and also forestry related products. And among all these products, cheese making was selected due to the importance of the dairy production in the area. And the cheesemakers, they rely mostly on raw milk from local breeders. And the typical products are the spoon-paste cheese, from which cheese like the caciocavallo and the stracciata, they come from, that they can be both, the caciocavallo can be fresh and aged. And the cheese making, they connect the landscape, the production of dairy goods that are still partially made with craft techniques, and also the social cultural heritage, that it means transhumance, mountain farming, and also artisan culture. But so I'll give a brief overview about what is happening. So a brief, a little bit of a background. So the rise of industry, the rise of productivism approach back in the 70s and 80s disrupted this balance between man and landscape, favoring rural depopulation and also agricultural abandonment, with also a consequent worsening of this relationship with nature in the Apennines context. But despite this scenario, the local actors, they managed to prevail some way and keep the traditional production innovated for the contemporary market, which still allows the population to persist in rural areas, as well also of a revival of the cultural heritage and a valorization of natural resource conservation, and also the assemblage of the spoon-paste value chain with meat and tourism value chain is also deemed important to develop and promote the territory. However, there are like some events that challenge the resilience of this value chain, like internal conflicts of the value chains, mostly between traditional and new producers. It can jeopardize its development. Also, new breeding techniques, more technological, because they tend to reduce the relationship between farmer and pastors, and also decreasing the benefits for the environmental resources. Also, climate change factors are perceived as risk factors for the value chain, as they influence the quality of raw materials and final products. Also, the MAP members, they highlighted potential mechanisms of adaptation as a starting point for the design and proposal of new policies to ensure resilience of mountain areas. And last, there's also the energy crisis as a consequence of the war that is followed by the increase of prices in several sectors that also provoked a stress for the actors of the value chain. So the next steps, what's going to happen? We have the possibility of reinforcing the joint milk and meat farming methods that are like less extensive but more sustainable from an economic and environmental point of view, in order also to develop the milk production. Also pricing milk based on quality of pastures, like quality as the ability to recognize the influence of permanent pastures and meadows. Also improving logistics and distribution systems, mainly for infrastructure, roads, and also deepen the role of tourism, that is very important there, in the dynamics of business, especially for production and processing, and also the territory. And data from our youth engagement report, they highlighted the need to mobilize resources to promote, to protect, and invest in the young local people, to develop, actually maintain a virtuous relationship between nature and man, with both local and systemic economic and environmental advantages. And also marketing strategies are deemed important to increase their awareness of consumers about the environmental and social values related to the grazing and cultural heritage of cheese making, like especially the transhumance. So that's all. Thank you for your attention.